Another outstanding and enduring example is the Christian Medical College Vellore, so more famously called CMC Vellore in the south. So, which in fact attracts streams of people even today from all over India and even abroad to its hospital in Vellore, and also students to its college from India and all over the world. So, it was started in 1900 in collaboration with the Arcot mission, which is already there. So, Dr. Ida Scudder, an American missionary. So, she started the missionary work there and even managed to construct a hospital by 1902. So, the main hospital, after it moved to the location where it is there even now in 1924, so it started extending treatment to men also. So, it is very interesting, something which was exclusively started first for women, and similarly we will see the same kind of a trend with the college also. So, here the hospital started first for women and then only extended to men. So, considering its growth, and not only the hospital received patients within its walls, but the personnel extended this service to nearby rural areas also. So, considering all this expansion, so there was an acute need felt for training women locally itself. So, thus came the Union Mission Medical School for Women, which was started in 1918. So, it offered a licentiate medical practitioner course, so to train women physicians. And in 1938, there was a change in government policy. So, the policy which said that medical degrees could be granted only by universities. So, the medical school was, of course, the universities were not there at that time. So, it was upgraded to a medical college with its current name, the Christian Medical College. And then when Madras University came into being in the 1850s, so it was affiliated to the Madras University, and that's how it got its name also from 1938, the Christian Medical College. From 1942, it started offering a MBBS course, and then the year of independence, it's only then it started actually admitting men. So, till then it was only for women. So, similarly, missionaries contributed substantially to the nursing profession also. So, which meant even more direct contact with the sick and people needing attention. And they contributed to again to the training also there in terms of nursing education for building a local core of nurses. So, several groups of missionary groups such as the London Missionary Society, LMS, the CMS, the Church Christian Missionary Society, the Church of England Zenana Missionary Society, American Baptist and Lutheran Mission, American Baptist Mission and Lutheran Mission. So, they all initially brought in fully trained and professional nurses from Europe, but later on they started promoting nursing education in a big way locally. In Calcutta, so now we will see some examples of the various contributions towards nursing. So, in Calcutta, when the Eden Hospital introduced a scheme of training government pupil nurses in 1882, the Sisters of the Community of St. John the Baptist of Clover, so they offered their services both for the training of the nurses and also supervising of the nursing staff there. So, 1908, St. Stephen's Hospital in Delhi, run by the medical missionaries, started its own nurse training program. And coming again to Vellore, so Ida Scudder, so who started the hospital, so she started training women as compounders as early as 1903, and then set up a nursing school in 1909. And in 1946, it became a college, a nursing college. So, it was the first exclusive nursing college in India. Then we have something called the Christian Medical Association of India. So, given the kind of enormous presence both at the doctor level, nursing level, and in between, so that prompted the formation of this kind of an association, Christian Medical Association of India. And so, quite naturally, given the way in which they had broadened, in which they had grown and extended their branches, so they sought to bring some kind of standardization in training and examination in mission centers of nursing training. Then in 1931, the Nursing Auxiliary of CMAI was founded, which promoted nursing as a particularly Christian vocation. So, apart from their contribution as nurses, so we also get some ideas about nursing and related conditions through their missionary, through the life of the missionaries and through their writings. So, for instance, we come to know of some of the problems that were encountered by them in the early period of the training of the nurses. So, for instance, they were worried about the dearth of educated native girls and the difficulty of teaching the local girls in the vernacular languages, and also the problem of disciplining some of them according to the kinds of yardsticks of discipline that they would have expected. And it also allows us to get a glimpse of the conditions through the writings of individual nurses. So, for instance, here is an excerpt from the American Journal of Nursing from the year 1924. This is from Jenny Rayleigh, a Red Cross nurse working under the American Baptist Telugu Mission in the Madras Presidency. So, this particular sentence, one sentence itself shows, brings out several problems. The teaching is entirely in the vernacular, so that makes it a bit more difficult for those who teach. And as yet, it is not possible to find nurses who can take over the teaching work. So, that must be done by the two American nurses, and this only after you have secured enough of the language to get the thoughts over to them. So, it is not just about nursing that they had to teach this first. Before that, they had to also learn the local language, and in such a way that you are able to not just put those terms and all those. So, you should be able to put your thoughts across. Similarly, one more quotation from the same journal. This is from Agatha Tachi, another American Red Cross nurse in a hospital run by the American Lutheran Mission in the Madras Presidency. So, this is what she had to say. So, as for nursing, well, I have really no material to draw from it, even to begin a training school. There are but a few women who have been educated up to 5th standard, let's say local women, equivalent to the 5th grade grammar school of England. And these are mostly married women already. Two are employed as teachers. So, before I can have a nurses training school, I must educate some girls. If I continue here for some years, I shall hope to build up a training school in time. Pioneer work is a bit discouraging at times, but truly a work of faith. So, that last sentence is very important. So, that takes us back to the beginning. So, this particular excerpt was just to show how we can get an idea of a general situation from the writings of the nurses. But that last sentence is something very something which captures the spirit of this entire lecture, where the missionaries in fact did pioneering work, and that was driven truly by the kind of faith and that special kind of zeal called the missionary zeal, and which have left their fruits enduring, which we see continuing to this day. So, on that note, we will close this lecture. Thank you.